Hi, I'm Michael Schwab. I say hello to the subscribers of Full Range magazine, and I come from Germany all the way along here to Korea, and I'm the owner of these beautiful babies here, called Zellaton, right? So yeah, that's why I'm here, for the Zellaton loudspeakers, and talk more about my business and the products we offer.
젤라톤 스피커는 약 100년의 역사를 가진 브랜드라고 들었습니다. 에밀 포드저스 박사는 어떻게 젤라톤을 설립하게 되었나요?
Founder, the inventor of Zellaton, Dr. Emil Podgers, that's what you mentioned, is the grandfather of our current engineer. Okay, so the grandson, Manuel Podgers, is doing the family business in the third generation now. Dr. Emil Podgers was one of those German genius guys that time. So he was a crazy inventor. So he had over 100 industrial patents that time for different fields, which some are using until today in the industry. And from that money he gained from his patents and selling the technology, he financed kind of music lover business. You know, his passion was music. And that time he started around 1900, so more than 120 years ago. He disliked what is available. I mean, they had the gramophones that time, you know, the small turntables, very bad sound. I mean, nothing good about it, but the people enjoy music from that. And he was thinking about to himself, how can we improve to a better quality? So probably he was one of the first audiophiles. The name doesn't even exist, right? The first audiophiles in the world. Think about better music reproduction. So that was his passion. So this is where Zellaton started, by this guy. Yeah. So, and then the well-known step, who everybody knows about Zellaton, was happened in the beginning of the 30s, when he invented the first full-con sandwich diaphragm Zellaton driver that time. So first patented in 1931 in the US, comes up on the patent market, but 32 officially. So since 1932, so more than 90 years in the market. I mean, around as a Zellaton speaker manufacturer, so probably one of the oldest in the world.
그렇다면 100년의 역사가 담긴 젤라톤의 스피커 라인업이 궁금합니다.
Well, unfortunately, to have this kind of quality, okay, this level, I mean, I don't like the words high-end, ultra-high-end. We have an entry, we call it entry series, but it's already high-priced because the quality is so high. So we believe at Zellaton, we cannot put our name Zellaton on it if the quality is not good enough. That means with a cheap production, it's easy to get speakers made in China, put a sticker on Zellaton on it, make profit, sell it. That's what other companies might do. But for us, we don't believe in that. We feel that we would cheat on our customers. So we just defined a level of quality. Me as a musician, I mean, I'm a concert pianist, by the way, so I come from real music. That's my background, not hi-fi actually. So defined a level where we believe this should be to the audience a quality of music reproduction. So that means we cannot make it kind of cheap. You know, that's a minimum level we need to get the quality out there of Zellaton. So the range is about, it starts actually with the latest invention after 6 years of development, like this Evo series, evolution from the old technology, to make it kind of more affordable than we had so far until the classic series with those silver drivers. And yeah, that's our minimum of quality, minimum entry to join the Zellaton family. And there will just a handful of models. That's all in the Evo series and the classic series.
젤라톤 스피커를 보면 스피커 드라이버가 매우 독특한데 어떤 재료를 사용하고 어떻게 만들어지나요?
So I think that's one of the myths about Zellaton. I mean, the secrets, the company secrets, we don't share much about it. It's a weekly to monthly process to produce every single driver in the Classic series, and it's purely handmade. It takes a lot of skills. I mean, it takes years, decades to produce this level of cosmetical style that it looks so beautiful, but also have the performance, what it offers. So back to the old patent in the 30s, it's still a sandwich construction. So it was the first sandwich full cone driver in the world. So they're the inventor of a full cone sandwich driver, Dr. Emil Porsche. So actually, what you see on the front is a very thin aluminum foil. It's for the tweeter, it's 6 micron. It's more thin than a human hair. Okay, it's super difficult to put the layer on top. So the main material of the driver is a foam. It's a hard, rigid foam made out of billions of bubbles, air bubbles, stick together and make the rigid foam structure of the diaphragm. And on back we use a special material to cover everything up in the production process, and then you have the 3-layer sandwich. It takes weeks on a heater on different temperature. Once you miss 5 minutes maybe to change things and the parameter, or even outside the humidity change, the humidity is not right for the product, the whole batch will be gone. It will be crack and destroy. So it's very, 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 very complicated. What others do, I just want to say, it's very difficult to understand for the customer how much effort we put in it to have a single driver, a matched set of drivers together, and others just go to a supplier and maybe buy the set and put it in, screws, ready, thank you. So yeah, that's sometimes a hard, difficult part to explain to the customer why it is so special. So I hope I can give you a small insight about what is special with Zelaton.
이전에 풀레인지 유튜브 채널에서 소개한 플루랄 에보 스피커가 인상 깊었습니다. 다시 한번 소개 부탁드립니다.
Okay, actually to produce this speaker was a tough job, because once you have to step back from a level like the Classic series, like a reference Mark II or something, and have to put it into a more affordable package, still look beautiful, quality, sound, everything should match our needs. It took us a long time. I mean, only the drivers, to develop the drivers from the old texture, from all the knowledge we have from the silver foil diaphragm, from the original Porsche Zelaton diaphragm, took Mr. Porsche 6 years. I mean, he's not sitting 6 years continuously, but he put it away, think again, try new things, new stuff, new material. Finally, to have something which we can produce partly industrial, but it turns out in the end there's still a lot of handmade work necessary to catch up with the existing top series. Still a lot of handmade work and uniqueness goes into that speaker. And it's more simplified. The cavity is not that rigid. We use less materials. Like I explained today to another colleague of you that maybe you talk about that later. It's an open cabinet. You have a lot of fillings inside, different materials. So for the bigger series, it takes a week to fill everything with different parts in every corner. So for that, it maybe just took a day or longer. Okay, so everything is more simplified. But with all the knowledge we even gained up from our top model, the flagship, the Zelaton Statement. So from the big one, we learned a lot about even movement and construction and what are the problems, and tried to make it into a new series like this. So that's how the Plural came up, mainly to have a more affordable product for Zelaton lovers. They maybe cannot afford and cannot make the catch to the more expensive model, and so far we are really impressed how the international this speaker is really, everybody got excited how good we made it to transfer that Zelaton sound. I mean, there's no sound, we try to have no sound, but this clarity and this open natural music reproduction, to put it into a new driver, a new speaker, cheaper package. And I think the success around the world shows us that we're on the right path with that Evo series too. Yeah. So we're very happy about that. And now we are here in Korea. See?
젤라톤은 어떤 철학으로 사운드를 만드는지 궁금합니다. 젤라톤의 소리란 무엇인가요?
Yeah, I just mentioned it before. I try a little. So in the end, part of the secret of Xyloton's sound is, first of all, you have to understand about music. As I'm a musician, our background, we are connected with people. They're musicians. We go regularly. I travel worldwide to concert halls, to great famous concert halls, to concerts. So I go to jazz clubs. I love different kind of music, good quality. I know recording engineers. We're connected well with different kind of musicians all over the world. Okay, so first you need to know your target. What is your goal? Okay, and for us always was music. There was not how many speakers we can sell, the design, everything. Form follows function. First was the function, right? The design comes later. Everything needs to. Our original speaker was like to do development was like 1.50 meter wide, like 2.50 meter high, 1 meter depth, open in the back. Like the walls have been 15 centimeter of sandwich construction walls, different fillings inside. And this is how we start to develop the drivers for open cabinet. And then we try to transform it into a nice looking package can come to your house. Nobody accept this big, ugly prototype speaker style, right? So the Xyloton sound, the sound is for me a bad word because sound always gives a direction of something you think about. Is it warm or is it cold sound, is sterile, is fast, is open, you can use all those attributes to describe things, but in the end, we try to reproduce as natural, as close as possible to the original recording, to the original, even a character of an instrument. Like you have a Steinway grand piano and you have a Bösendorfer. They both have a different character already. So, and if the system is not able to reproduce the character of the piano, maybe it's a good piano sound, but it's not anymore close to the character of the piano. So the system should stay with the original character of the instrument and shouldn't convert it into something maybe you like more, or you like more bass, you like more this and that. It's not about that. The key to reach that is to minimize material sound. Okay, it's all about that. Everything what is interacting with the room, it's resonating, the material, the drivers, the materials you use, the air, the compression, the back energy, how to remove the energy to the stands, how to treat the cabinet, everything matters and adds something to the music signal, which doesn't belong to the music signal. It shouldn't be there. And there's another wide field which affects a speaker's sound, is interference. It's not even inside the speaker, it's coming from outside. It's all this Wi-Fi, 5G, DECT phones, satellite links. Everything is around and is affecting a speaker, as a lot of metal work, like the basket, magnets, rings, everything is attracting interference. And this also changed the sound. So you should be aware of, find a solution, have a solution, and then make a very natural sound. That's the goal of Xyloton.
혹시 신제품이 있다면 간략하게 소개해 주세요.
We come all this way over 90 years until now, and we introduced the Plural, like the Evo series with the Plural, and there's another, we introduced last year at the Munich Show, Munich high-end show, we introduced a smaller, like a two-way floor standing speaker already for the Evo series. It's still not available, I mean, it's almost available to order. We will release it soon, but it still took another time to sort out. Everything is perfect, match our standards. And so that will be something new, exciting, even that maybe is too big, too expensive, whatever you feel, you will have the chance to get something smaller, and maybe you have a smaller apartment or whatever, then right speaker size for the right room size, so you can go for that. And for the future, we're thinking about something all we learned in the last 9 years, to even bring something maybe on top or something even more modern, more in long term for the future, like break a little away from the classic old style to go to even to a high level, to a new level. But I can't say much about that. That's still top secret, and I'm sharing information with all my retailers partners already. A little something's going on. That's what I can say. Yeah.
이번 미넨 오디오쇼 2023에 가시나요? 거기서 뵐 수 있으면 좋겠습니다.
We never missed it. I mean, who is visiting the Munich Audio Show, high-end show, is knows where to find us. Yeah, actually we stay in the same room because once you give up the room, you cannot get back. So it's like so many companies want to join the Munich Show. You have no idea. I mean, I'm friend with the organizer, and there's so huge demand about companies that want to get in. But if you're lucky, you have a room there. Our room is always the F208, so you can find Zalatum there in the Munich Show. Okay. So thank you for inviting me and giving me the chance to tell your full range audience more about Zalatum. So I hope you enjoyed it. 플레인지 YouTube channel 구독, 좋아요, 감사합니다.
Nice.
Thanks for the lesson.
Thank you.